Okay, which of these coats do you think will be the best for you? Let's find out. Hey guys, today I want to talk about some coats, down coats, and all three of these are different weights and used differently. So the first one I want to start with is a very popular one, the Decathlon MT100. So this coat, the price varies quite a bit. I mean, it's almost never over $100, and at the time of this shooting it was actually on sale for $70, and that's about what I bought it for 2 years ago. It's a fantastic coat. I have been very happy with this through hiking on the CDT, Colorado Trail itself. I did the whole Colorado Trail, and even though it doesn't get cold enough to use this very often, when I do need it, it's plenty warm. So this is probably good. Well, so you either have active, wearing this when you're active or when you're static, right? So if you're moving around a lot, it has a different temperature rating than if you're just standing there. So Devin from Backcountry Exposure did a really good video on comparing the idea of when you're active and when you're static, comparing down with synthetic. I'm not going to talk about synthetics in this video, but highly recommend you check out the link down below and watch that video. It's a really good video, and it gives you a lot to think about. So as you can see, this particular jacket has a whole lot of sewing going horizontally here, which, you know, a lot like the Ghost Whisperer and a whole lot of other down jackets. And sometimes the argument is that with all those seams, you're losing a lot of heat coming out from all those seams. So I haven't found it to be a problem, but I am not using this at extreme cold temperatures either. So I'm going to give you the specs here. I'll probably put them up on the screen so you can compare all of these. But the most important thing is this is about $70, and that's to $100, somewhere in that area. So it's very affordable. It's very light. I think this is 11 or 12 ounces for the extra large. And I'm about 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, so if that gives you an idea. Features on this are going to be very similar to the next one I'm going to show you, but no pit zips on this one. So no pit zips, but it does have zippered pockets, and you can fold all this into one of the pockets as well. So it does have all that. It does have a full hood with drawstrings, as well as a hem that has a drawstring on it as well. So I mean, it has a lot of features for as cheap as it is and how simple it is, but there's a reason why this is so popular. It's a fabulous coat. Just is. Okay, so next is my Outdoor Vitals, and I just bought this here recently, so I haven't had a chance to take it out at all. So I'm going to try and take it out this Saturday in about 20-degree weather and see how it does just standing around. So this one, talking about the stitching, this one doesn't have the stitching. They advertise it as 10,000 stitch holes less than most coats. So it's set in here in blocks. It's not, I don't know, you'll have to read the description, it's kind of confusing, but it's a combination of down and synthetic, but it's mostly down. It's mostly 850 fill down, and then the rest of it's the synthetic fill. So, and this is goose down, and this is made in Vietnam, which was really a popular place for coats back in the day. Most of them are out of China now, so I don't know if that makes any difference to you at all, but that is the case for this one. In general, this one weighs about 14 ounces in large, so mine's probably closer to 15 in extra large. Still pretty darn light, and I would say active, it probably is good down to maybe even a little below 0, where static, I think you could probably be comfortable in 20-degree weather, no problem, just standing around, maybe even 10. I don't know. I'll know more after I take it out to see. This one has a few more features than the other one. This one does have the pit zips. This one does also have the thumb holes, which they're pretty darn nice because they cover most of your hand, and when you're doing things with your fingers and stuff, most of your hand will stay nice and warm. It does have a cinch on the hood and the back as well as the front, and it does have that hem hem cord as well that you can pull on to keep the cold air from coming in from the bottom. You can see I still have my tag on there. I have not even used it yet. Just out of the box. I wonder if I should do an unboxing. Do you guys like unboxings? If you like that, let me know down below. I'll be glad to include that next time. I mean, it's always exciting getting a new piece of gear. I don't make a whole lot of money. I'm a teacher, 5th grade teacher, and these are major investments for me. I don't have people sending me stuff to test yet. But with your support, maybe someday. Plus, be sure you let me know if you have any questions about anything that I'm covering that I didn't mention while I was doing that. I threw this last one in because it's a good comparison. This is a marmot parka. I call it a parka because it's really, really puffy and thick. It has a lot of fill, but this literally, I mean, was the 1980s. This has been on Aconcagua and Denali both, so it's been around a long, long time. I believe it's still goose down. I mean, the labels aren't as detailed in these older ones. And the fill, this thing is seriously heavy. I didn't weigh it, but I bet you this weighs 3 pounds, 2.5 pounds anyway. It is not light. The fill might be, I don't know, 550, 600. But I mean, it's a good coat, but it doesn't pack. It packs up. It's huge. It looks like a sleeping bag. So, and it's heavy. So I'll probably get you some specs on that too, just to compare. This is probably not any warmer than the Outdoor Vitals Nova Pro. I have a really strong feeling they're going to be very similar for a couple of reasons. The weight of the fill, it's just not as puffy, and it takes a lot more to make the weight. So I think overall they're going to be very similar. It's going to be kind of interesting. I've had this down to 0. I've actually had it down in 20 below weather, but it's not keeping me warm when it's 20 below static. So yeah, so it'll be fun to compare those and see how the Outdoor Vitals jacket does. Pretty excited about that. More excited about having an excuse to go out for the weekend. And yeah, I don't have anything else. So I will put all the information on the screen so you can go through it and see cost and that sort of thing. Because I know the Outdoor Vitals Nova Pro, the price varies a lot whether you're a member or not. And they just did the Black Friday deal. I think I got that thing for just under $200, but it's usually $250. In fact, I know I got it for under $200. So you want to keep, you can be a member. That would save you a lot of money. Or you can just wait and see. I think every once in a while I see it on Facebook for $50 off too. So, hey, wherever you can save money, right? Okay, well, thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you like and subscribe to make me rich and famous. And we'll talk to you soon. See ya.